We're looking ahead to the 2013 NFL season and asking what's next for a few teams and players. We start with 49ers quarterback Alex Smith. And Eric, we all know that Alex Smith most likely won't be in a 49ers jersey this year, and he did a good job in his backup role this past season, having to deal with all the questions. Where will he land next year?
Yeah, I think you obviously can see a tremendous amount of respect from Jim Harbaugh to Alex Smith. Defended him when he took the job when nobody else did. Nobody else thought he could be the starter. You know, after he kind of tapered off at some point in his 49ers career. Made him a captain before the Super Bowl. And I had a few minutes to talk to Alex alone during Super Bowl week, and I just said, look, I thought you really handled yourself well. And teams take notice of this stuff. They understand that this guy was put in a very, very tough position. He didn't step out. His teammates, to a man, said this guy was a consummate pro. He handled the situation with grace. That's going to help him. He's going to be seen as a leader. He's going to be seen as somewhat of a bridge quarterback, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know where. I think you got to consider Kansas City a possibility. Philadelphia is another strong one. And certainly teams like Arizona, Buffalo, they're going to be looking for quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, I think the Bills and the Cardinals were two teams that have veteran quarterbacks with a lot of money. Yep. If you look at Kevin Cobb in Arizona, Ryan Fitzpatrick in Buffalo, two new head coaches, two new offensive head coaches that are going to want their own quarterback. And if Bruce Arians does not want to go with Kevin Cobb or John Skelton, Doug Marrone doesn't want to go forward, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and doesn't want to have a rookie start, you could certainly look at Alex Smith being the starting quarterback of one of those two cities.
And yet, I think there's also a negative for Smith in that both of those both those head coaches, Bruce Arians, having just coached Andrew Luck, knows the possibilities of a rookie quarterback stepping in right away. And Doug Marrone, coming from the college ranks, he's got a kid in Ryan Nassib who's very highly rated, could be a first-round pick. Those two factors, I think, will make Smith probably a less attractive candidate to those teams, knowing that he may only be the guy for a year or a year and a half.
Now, Alex Smith obviously wants to be a starting quarterback somewhere, so that's certainly going to factor in, where he wants to go. The other thing for the teams, and you brought this up in your first answer, is that teams know he's the type of guy that can be that bridge. They know if they bring in Alex Smith and he starts for a few games and they have a rookie who's looking great and it's time to put the rookie in, that they're not going to have any problems with a guy like Alex Smith.
Yeah, I think this is not a Donovan McNabb type of situation. He signed with the Vikings. Really isn't a great leader in the sense that he's not going to mentor a young quarterback, those sorts of things. But Alex Smith, I think, could do that. Obviously, his best situation in his own mind is to be a starter somewhere for 2, 3, 4 years and get another chance to go back to Super Bowl as the starter. Are those opportunities out there? We'll see. This is a guy who completed 70% of his passes and won 13 games a year ago. Did pretty well for himself.
And what also should help him is this rookie class of quarterbacks is not considered anywhere near what we saw in last year's draft. Not many guys in there that you would think day one starter. So if teams are looking for a new quarterback to start, Alex Smith is probably going to be pretty high on the list. So where do you think Alex Smith will land for the 2013 NFL season? Please sure to comment on our YouTube page and head to our website at ProFootballWeekly.com.